Hello, guys. Welcome to our science class of the week. Remember last week we talked about all the living things and how they are classified. We know they are classified into kingdoms and then they are classified in different categories to see what species it is. So today we're going to begin with one of the most important kingdoms, which is the animal kingdom. And in the animal kingdom, we're going to talk about a really interesting species, as you can see in the picture, about lions. Lions are the second largest of the big cats. They come from the scientific name Panthera leu. They are between 1.4 and 2.5 meters long. They can weigh 120 and 250 kilograms. They are a very heavy animal, as you can see, and they are a little bit long. They're not super long, but they are in its capacity altogether, it is big. They live in Africa, in south of the Sahara Desert, and their habitat belongs to the forest of the national park in India. That will be its habitat. They live in semi-arid regions. That means they have not a lot of trees on the habitats where they live. So you can mostly find bushes or you can find them in the savannas. They are carnivorous mammals. So they eat impalas, antelopes, giraffes, buffalo, wild hogs, and zebras. Lions have very specific characteristics in their physical way. First of all, lions have a golden brown or deep brownish black mane. That means its hair. Its hair is one of the most important characteristics. They may grow 18 months old and it changes into a thick mass of hair that extends from the neck to the abdomen. It goes all the way from their neck all the way to their stomach. So the mane, the hair that you see around the lion is actually one of its big differences between other animals. What is the advantages of lion's mane? What is the advantage of the lion's hair? First, it makes the lion look bigger and ferocious. So that means that if there is a predator or if there's somebody who wants to attack him, the hair around his face would actually be intimidating. What else? Number 2, makes a lion look more attractive to a female. They use this hair or the mane of the lion as to attract their mate. That means the females, right? 3, you can notice the sex, the vigor, and the age from far away. So if you're in an expedition and you're in the savannas and then you see a lion, you can actually notice if it's an old lion, if it's a young lion, because of its mane. If the hair is like really standing up and it's bushy, then it means that it's actually a young lion. Unlike if its mane is like grayish or it's not standing up so much, it means that the lion's mane is old, so the lion will be old. And 4, it protects it from claws and teeth of opponents. When fighting, the lions can use their mane, the hair that they have, to protect themselves from a fight. So it actually has its advantages of having this big mane all over their face. Now, lions' way of living. How do they live? Look at the picture. You can see a lion and a lot of females. Lions live in groups called prides. So if you're talking about a group of lions, you say prides. They are very social and like to hunt and play together. Lions are caring and will show signs of affection. A single pride includes 10 to 40 lions. So a group of lions, which is called a pride, includes from 10 to 40 members. The pride is led by 1 to 3 male lions. So there can be 3 leaders. They are going to be our 3 lions, for example, in the pride, and the rest of them are females. Or it can be 2 or it can be 1, but no more than that. So that means they are the dominant, right? Because they are the lions. And the rest of the pride is made of females. Females named for lions are called lionesses. Okay? Lionesses are for females. And their cubs, which means baby lions. So again, female lions are called lionesses, and male lions are called lions, and baby lions are called cubs. Remember that, please. Now, there's this interesting picture. What do you see there? There are two lions fighting, right? And this is really interesting because a fact about lions is that when there is another lion that wants to take over the pride, that wants to be the king of its pride. Remember, pride is a group of lions. What they have to do, as you can observe in the picture, they have to fight. And whoever wins the fight will be the new dominant leader of the pride. And when only one of them survives, what the new lion does in the pride, he actually eliminates all the cubs, all the baby cubs of the pride, representing his way of making sure that everybody notice that he is the new king of the pride. So it's actually really sad because he ends up killing the babies that are in the pride in order for him to be the king after he fights with the real king. So he has to eliminate the lions that were from the previous king for him to be the dominant new king. So that is really scary. Imagine that. And then he kills the cubs and he eats the cubs. And then he starts to create his own family. So after he eliminates all the babies of the pride, he starts to create his own family. So he creates a new pride, which is actually really scary. Now, in a pride, there are roles. What does role mean? That means that everybody has a job to do. Not only is there a leader and then females, no, everybody has a role. And for this, I separated it into two. First, we're going to talk about the lions, which are the males. The lions' jobs, or what they do, is that they sleep around 20 hours a day. So imagine, one day has 24 hours. So they sleep 20 hours. They are only active 4 hours approximately. And in the night, they defend the pride and guard their territory, right? When everybody sleeping in the pride, they go and guard, so they take care of the whole pride. And they protect their pride from around 400 square kilometers from there. And how do they protect it? They protect it by scratching, by leaving scratches, so the animals that get close to them would notice that there's a lion that is protecting the pride. They would also leave their urine, so the smell would alarm other species. If they want to attack, they will learn that the smell that they feel is a lion. And they would also leave their scent from those 400 square kilometers to make a sign for other animals, right? Now, the lionesses, which are the females, what is their job? What is their role? They raise the cubs, of course. They have the baby cubs. They are responsible for hunting. And this is really interesting because you might think that because they are females, they only take care of the babies, but no. Lionesses are actually the ones that do the hard job. They are the ones that go out and hunt. They are really fast runners than the lions. They're faster than the lions, and they're better at stalking prey. What is stalking prey? When I say stalking prey, means that when they see an animal, they are really good at hiding, so the animal doesn't seize them. And so that ability that they have makes them easier for them to kill the prey. They run at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. So look at the images. You can see that the lion looks stronger, but actually the lionesses are stronger and faster than the lions. Lions are actually really like lazy at the end of the day. Now, how do they kill? In this case, I put an image of the lion because the lion kills, but the lionesses most of the time kill, okay? So first, look at the first image. They are grabbing small prey by the neck to break or damage the spinal cord. Remember the spinal cord that we saw in 5th grade? Look at that animal in the first picture. He broke all of the spine in the back, so he grabbed them and take them away. That is the first way they kill. The second way that they kill is by beating the throat of large prey, which results in strangulation. Look at the second picture. In this case, the third picture, sorry, where he's biting. So what he does there is that he ends up doing a strangulation, right? So by cutting all of the throat part. And 3, beating the animal's snout, which causes suffocation. Look at the way that he suffocates the animal. By destroying the nose, the animal will not be able to breathe. And if the animal's not breathing, it's easier because it would end up dying. So it wouldn't really fight at the end of the day because it would fight of not breathing. So they're really aggressive. Now, who is better at hunting for food? As you can remember what I said before, we're going to compare both of them. Lions, they are not very good hunters. They are opportunist hunters. What does it mean, opportunist hunters? This means that, for example, they're walking and they suddenly find an animal. Well, then they take it that is almost dying. Or if they sense or smell an animal that is sick, and if they sense it, they actually go for it because it's easier to kill. Or they steal the prey from other predators. So let's say a buffalo was eating, I don't know, let's pretend a zebra. And then he would take away the zebra just because the buffalo already did the hard job. Then he will only steal the prey. So it's like an easy job. Unlike lionesses, they practice cooperative hunting. The female lions actually do cooperative hunting. And this is really interesting because they use approximately 2 or 3 females go and hunt together. So while one is stalking the prey, the other one attacks and then the other one attacks and the other one attacks. So by having 3 lionesses at the same time, they would kill in an easier way. And they do this in a cooperative way. So what else? If the prey is small, they can kill it by themselves. If the prey is really in a small, not so big, they can do it by themselves. And they are very strong. So they move their prey to the pride because they have very strong neck and shoulder muscles. Unlike the lion, when he kills, he would eat the animal in that instant. He doesn't take it back to the pride. But the lionesses actually take back the prey to share with everybody. So because she's stronger, she has that ability of dragging the prey all the way back to the group. So when they grab the food, when the female is done hunting, when she goes back to the group and she takes the prey, there is actually an order in which lions eat. It's not that, oh, here's the food and then everybody eat. No. They have a specific order in which they eat. First, the first ones to eat, look at the picture, are mature males. Always eat first. And they consume 30 kilograms of meat in one meal. Since the lions are the dominant species of the pride, they eat first and they eat a lot until they are full. Then the second group starts eating. And in this case, the second animal to eat in the pride are the females. Females fight among themselves over to eat what is left. All of the females have to eat at the same time what the lions left for them to eat. Even if they were the hunters, they respect that the lion has to eat first. So that's really interesting. And whatever is left from the lion, the females eat it. After the females are done, and if there's still food left, which is really rare, much of it is not left, juveniles and cubs are the last to feed. They must eat together. Look at that picture. The juveniles are the ones, like the teenagers, lions, to eat third. But it normally, when they are cubs and teenagers eating at the same time, obviously the juveniles lions are bigger than the cubs, so the juveniles would eat what is left. So that means that the last of them to eat are the cubs. And that's really sad, guys, because since the cubs are so small and they have an order in which they live, the majority of cubs do not survive and they die because they don't get food. Because imagine, they kill the buffalo, and first the lion eats, then all of the females eat, and then the juveniles or the teenagers eat, and then maybe if there is food left, cubs eat. So the majority of cubs die. Not a lot. There is a mortality rate which is really high. Cubs do not survive, and they don't survive just because their family, or the king in this case, the king of the lions, right, doesn't give them food. So that's really sad. So since we're talking about cubs, how are they born, or what is their process of living with lions? Well, lionesses, the females, have a 105-day gestation period. At this time, they leave the pride and they go to a cave. They go far away from the group. When they're about to have their babies, they go far away to a cave or to a tree that is not close to the group, so she can be isolated and give birth. She does this by herself. She doesn't want anybody to be with her. And when she has her cubs, she can have from 2 to 5 cubs maximum. More than that cannot survive, and it's not possible. Now, all of the baby cubs, look at the picture, are born blind. That means that they are born with their eyes closed. They don't open their eyes until they're like 3 months old or 2. So they don't open their eyes for anything. When they are born, they weigh 1.5 to 2 kilograms. They're not really that heavy, right? And they have a soft, woolly yellow-brown coat. Look at the picture. That picture is exactly the way the colors, and look at the eyes. They are born. They are really, really small, and their eyes are always closed. Now, lionesses never leave their cubs. They only leave it for hunting or to drink, because otherwise other predators might eat the little cubs since they are blind. Cubs accompany their mother on hunting when they are 3 to 4 months old. When they're able to open their eyes, then finally the mother has that ability to take them out, and they can learn how to hunt, how to survive. They learn this from the lionesses, which makes sense because remember, lionesses are the ones that do all the hard work. They don't learn from the lion because the lion doesn't really do anything. Cubs will be able to kill their prey until they are 2 years old. So they have 2 complete years to learn how to hunt, how to survive, how to fight, how to use their claws. So during those 2 years, they learn all that from their mother. And then after those 2 years, they do it on their own. They can defend their pride until they are 3 years old, which is amazing because imagine, in 3 years, they're still babies. They look like babies. Look at the image, but they're able to defend them already. They can defend the pride if it's needed, of course. And if not, well, it's not really necessary. Okay, guys. So I hope this was interesting for you, and I want you to observe the following. This is a on a scam or a mind map. And in this case, I want you to do a mind map or a scam of the lions. Out of all of the information that I gave you in this presentation, I want you to think with keywords, guys. That doesn't mean you have to copy everything. These are examples on which you can do it. Look at the one in the middle. It says mind map, and then it has some boxes and some circles, arrows. It's up to you. It's actually your creativity. It's just an idea of what mind map or scam I want you to do. Choose one. You can do your own. If you don't want to use one of these, you can use your own. And remember to write key things, characteristics, important information. Do not copy the complete video. I repeat, do not copy the complete video. And when you are done doing your scam, please take a picture and remember to send it to me. I hope this video gives you clear information on lion and lionesses and also in cubs and how they live and how they hunt and how they survive. Anything or any question that you may have, you may write to me in Class Dojo on direct message. Take care, 6th graders. See you soon, hopefully.